welcome to another Take 5. Today is Tuesday, yeah?
You got through Monday.
Survived it.
Well done.
How's Hungary?
Hungary's pretty cool,
Is it
actually.
good?
Right now, I'm having breakfast
In Hungary?
in Hungary.
Wait, what if they're watching this at like 4 p.m?
Hungary, I come to you. Do you like that?
No. Anyway, it's great to be with
More
you.
to the point, how are you doing with the kids without my presence?
I'm
gonna be all
a
right?
grand success. I'm absolutely fine. Don't worry about me. I got this.
Fair enough.
Okay, I'm a woman of faith. Talking of faith,
Yes.
we're continuing
Nice.
our theme, of faith. Yesterday, Dom spoke about a New Testament passage. Today, I'm in the Old.
Yes.
We are heading over to Joshua 6.
Joshua
specifically.
6.
And
Sean Connery.
in Joshua, it's hard. It's hard. You appreciate this, I'm sure. In Joshua, really, the story of Joshua is Joshua being given this mantle that was on Moses to take God's people into the promised land. And Joshua 6, really, we're seeing the biggest hurdle, the first major hurdle to Joshua receiving this mantle. And it's the city of Jericho.
Yeah.
God says, go on in. Go on in, take it.
Is that how he says it? Just go on in.
Pretty much, to be honest. We'll find our way there.
Okay.
But God says to Joshua, go and take the people to the promised land. And it all looks very simple until they find themselves at the walls of Jericho, these 30-foot, massive, great, huge walls with towers. And we read in the beginning of chapter 6, actually, that they are tightly shut up because of the Israelites. They're locked. These gates are reinforced, locked shut. And this is really the first hurdle to them getting into the promised land. But we read pretty much just what you said there. Then the Lord said to Joshua, see, I have delivered Jericho into your hands. See, take it. It's yours for the taking, which I think is crazy because it's absolutely not Joshua's right now. It's reinforced walls, surrounded city that in no way looks like it's been delivered to them. This is the first thing that Joshua shows us about faith, is that really do you have the eyes of Joshua to perceive your situation in the same way? Do you have blockages? Do you have things that look like they're against you, and God has found a way forward for you, but yet you're struggling to see it? The first real challenge from Joshua is, do you have eyes? Do you have the eyes of faith, willing to look beyond the huge, great reinforced walls to say, yeah, I believe that God's still giving it to me?
So good.
Okay, so the next thing that Joshua does, which I love, Joshua is a warrior, right? He's a bit different to Moses as a leader of Israel.
Who does Joshua remind you of in life?
Oh, don't. We haven't got time for this nonsense. It's less than 5 minutes. It's
Sorry.
you. He reminds me of you. Is that what you want me to say? He reminds me of you, Dom.
Oh, wow. That backfired.
Did it?
I'm blushing.
So awkward. It's embarrassing. Joshua is a warrior. So he's really built an army and he's used to fighting. So he's really surprised in this passage in the book of Joshua where God says, actually, I just want you to walk. I don't want you to fight in this particular moment. That will come.
That's great, yeah.
But for now, I just want you to walk. I wonder whether we need faith like that. That, you know, when God says do something, we may like default to our normal way of doing things. When God says pray, when God says speak, when God says move, do we just default to our standard, normal, every way of doing it? Or actually, are we willing to be used differently by God in the season, willing to do what he says, even when it seems ridiculous? Because like taking a 30-foot wall by walking around it seems nonsense. Sometimes if God asks us to do stuff that's crazy, do we have faith enough to step out and do it, even though it looks crazy? That is faith. And the next thing I love, it's all in the first part of Joshua 6. So there's great stuff in the rest of Joshua 6, but I'm just doing the top bit. God is really prescriptive about how he wants Joshua to walk around the wall. He's very prescriptive, and what he sets out is, he says actually the priests should go at the front and they should go with trumpets. There should be praise. This battle looks like a battle of walking and a battle of praising. Thank you. I wonder whether we've got the faith to say, even before I've seen God move, even before the walls come down, even before my situation is different and victory is mine, do I have the faith to walk? Do I have the faith to praise? So I'm going to encourage you, Sunny Hill, today. Let's be people who have got eyes of faith to see beyond the wall, that we have got the heart of faith to obey, even though it might be crazy what God's asking us to do and very different to what maybe we've done before. And whether you've got eyes of faith to praise. Can you praise him before you've seen God move?
Great.
Go do it.
Have a great Tuesday.
Bye.